I'm gonna have to go upstairs and ask them.
I just want to know what she was doing.
They're reckless.
Sounds like some kids.
Flipping around.
Okay.
I decided to do my commemorative speech for my mother, Lola M. Carter, in States for May. She is my shero. My mother was born in West Virginia in 1946. She grew up very poor. She was one of 11 kids, 4 girls and 7 boys. My mother describes to me that she grew up like a gypsy. She always moved around, never settled anywhere, always moved around. She only has a 6th grade education, and half the time she didn't go to school because her sisters and her had to share clothes. Later she decided to quit school and help out in the fields to support her family and to help take care of her sisters and brothers, and younger sisters and brothers. She only had one childhood friend growing up because they moved so much. And her childhood friend she's still looking forward to this day. Her name was Jeanette Stanton. November 15th, 1967 is the day she moved from Virginia to New Jersey with me in hand. She moved to New Jersey at a time when the Martin Luther King riots were going on. So this was a time when they were pulling people off the buses and beating them, throwing rocks at the buses, shaking the buses. It was very terrifying for her. And she describes how she remembers me sitting in her lap and her holding me tight, hoping that nothing would happen to her and I, by the time we got to New Jersey. She moved to New Jersey with the love of her life. His name was Henry, and he later passed in 1975. But the two of them had 2 more children, Marvin and Kim. Yes, that makes me the oldest. I'm the mom. She married again in 1981, and they later adopted a boy. His name was Clifford, and he is to this day 31 years old. My mom sang in a choir, the Victorious Gospel Choir, and they later recorded her in the choir along with Bruce Springsteen, recorded an album together. They have several songs on his album. The album itself is titled Rise and Shine. And a couple of the songs that she has with him is I Got a Feeling and He's Got the Whole World in His Hand. I think that was the other song. You have to be brave, a brave and strong woman to be raised in the 50s and the 60s. I think my mom is just that. She's very brave. My mom is very faithful. When I was sick, for example, when I was going through my cancer, she never missed a blood test, an x-ray. She never missed a chemo appointment. She sat for sometimes 3 hours at a time while I went through the chemo treatments alone a lot of times. So it was just me and her going. And she always told me, I'm not leaving you by yourself. I'm going with you to every appointment. When I moved to North Carolina, it broke her heart. It broke mine too. I miss my mom a lot. I'm sorry. This is the first time she's ever been away from any of her kids with me moving away. So I talk to her every single day. She's very family oriented, my mom. I remember as a child growing up, she would always get up in the middle of the night and check the doors and make sure everybody was tucked in and stuff like that. Every time she would hear a siren or an ambulance, as adults, even now, she'll call and say, "You okay?" "Yeah, Mom, I'm okay." I can never repay my mom for all she's done for me. All of her love, her encouragement, her support. She supported me a lot when I moved away, and her guidance. And I love her dearly. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cry.
Questions?
Any questions? Why are you crying, you big baby?
Which of your siblings are you closest to?
Probably my sister. She's 40. I think Kim is 43.
Okay, and where does she live?
They're both still in New Jersey.
Have they ever thought moving down here with you?
My mom tricked me. When I told her of my plans of moving to North Carolina, I told her I would come back for her, and that made her feel a lot better. But she only told me okay so that I would go and do my own thing. So even now, when I ask her, "Are you moving down here?" she's like, "No." So why'd you tell me you were moving down here? So yeah, she kind of tricked me with that one.
Do you have any, your mother have any sisters or brothers, anything like that?
My mother has all 3 girls, well, including her, 4 girls are left, and 5 of the boys are still left.
Okay.
So. Okay, any more questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
So I believe you said that in 1975 her husband passed away.
Mm-hmm.
How did that affect you growing up? Or both of you really, your mom and you or your family?
How it affected her? Well, she was young. My dad died when he was 26 years old, so she was still young. It affected her because that was her first love. So it took some time for her to get used to it. Now, financially, he set us up. We were good to go, but emotionally, it really messed with her. And that's why, it took a while for her to even start dating again. But to me, that is the man who raised me. Even though my biological father lives in Virginia, that is the man who raised me, the man who passed away. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did that make you guys sad?